How's it going, everybody? This is Beat the Bush. Today I'm on the ceiling because I want to show you this Lumary RGB light fan. It's fairly bright, around 3.5 light bulbs or so. There's an internal RGB LED that you can change all the different colors. It's Wi-Fi and app controlled. The internal fan over here is clear so that these RGB lights can shine through it and make it really pretty. The fan itself can blow downwards or upwards in 6 different speeds. So the outer ring over here gives a fairly diffused light, and you can change the color temperature, change the brightness. It can even use the microphone on your phone to make these RGB lights dance around to the music. Emptied the box. This is quite a bit larger than I expected from the picture. Comes with the remote, wall mount, and the screws for that. This is for the electrical wiring and some more anchors for the ceiling. Diameter is 18 inches and it hangs down from the top of the ceiling about 7.75 inches. Reversible fan made of this clear plastic. This entire thing is attached by screws from the other side. This comes off too. You can probably then take this to wash. I would be careful with this portion here because it's painted on and it's possible to scratch this if you're not careful. It has LEDs placed all around in a circular fashion. For the fan, you got to turn it clockwise to loosen it. And then we can take this out for cleaning or replacement if needed. The motor's over here with the locking pin. So when you put the fan back on, make sure the locking pin sits in this groove right here. I'm gonna align that and place it back on. I can hold it from the bottom, make sure it's locked in there, then screw this back on. If you look at the 3 posts over here, only one wire comes out. You have a quarter of a circle over here. There's a wire that jumps to the next section, and again for the 3rd section, and finally for the 4th section. Interestingly, they could have not stuffed this last connector here, but I'd assume it's easier because then they won't have a different part number. They just have a different plug over here. For each of this quarter sections, there's 12 LEDs, 6 of each kind. There's also LEDs over here to light up the internal ring all the way around. To remove this cover, just twist it counterclockwise and it comes right off. You don't actually have to remove these screws over here. And it's attached by the security hook, just in case the ceiling fan somehow comes loose. It won't fall on anyone. There are 2 sets of RGB controls, one for the main light and one for the internal ring light. This is the fan power. LED max 35 watts, motor max 15 watts, so a total of 50 watts max. You can change the color of the light to anything you want, and also the white light temperature can be changed. First, we have to remove the old lamp, and then I'm gonna show you how to connect and install this. If I push the button, it will turn on. Just make sure it's off before you go and mess with the wires up here. Depending on the old light you have to remove the cover. Mine just kind of twists open like this and it comes down. There's a bunch of dirt. Let's remove all that first. Now we make sure these screws will fit that same hole first. Yep. Now we connect the ground wire, twist this on, hook it onto there, and that will brace the weight of this thing for now. And then we can grab these wires, but it looks like I need to strip it back a little bit more in order to wrap it around there. So let's get a stripper. I like to give it about 1 inch or so. White to white for neutral, and black wire to black wire. And turn that in there until it stops. Now we just make sure we tuck these wires in, twist it in place, and we're good. I have a smart light attached, so this might be redundant. I'm gonna turn it on, see what happens, and it lights up. It makes it seem almost like the light is floating. The light is all around in the inside, but when you look at it from the bottom, it looks like the entire surface is lit up. The fan is clear, so the light can kind of bounce off of the fan. I already have the app downloaded, so let's just start it. Click the plus sign on the top right, add device, select the light source, BLE and Wi-Fi, the first icon. Now we gotta reset the device. You turn it off and on very quickly 2 times. And it will start this breathing sequence. Now it's ready to pair. I'm gonna confirm that it's blinking and it's going to wait a few moments and it's connected. It's doing its thing, adding the Wi-Fi network. Click the on button right in the middle. Well, it'll turn off. This is at 100% brightness. Let's turn it to, let's say 50. 1% even. And then we can also pick the color. The color is actually in the center. You're not controlling the color on the outer ring. So let's go green right now. It's green, and then you can pick any one of the colors that you want. And then you can also pick a scene, meteor, whatever this is, colorful clockwise meteor. Okay, so it just kind of goes around. Red, green, blue, subsequent gradient. We can also do a microphone. Hello, hello. So this will allow you to use your phone and listen to the ambient music, and it's gonna change the light as it hears. And then turn on the fan now. This is forward, so it's blowing air down. I can make it go the other way, so it's gonna blow air up now. It's stopping, and then 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, about a couple of seconds, and then now it's sucking air back in, upward. So I can put that neck in here, and it stays there. There's also a nature mode, where it's kind of like a gust of wind, where it would blow very hard and then slowly slow down. Turn on and off the fan beep if you want. You can also change the color temperature to like a very yellowy color, or like somewhere in between, so it's not too yellowy, not too cool. The outer ring light, the inner color light, and also the fan, they can individually be turned on and off. So I can turn off the color. The white light, I can turn it off too. And now we only got the fan going on, so we can go to the fan and turn that off by itself. I have the remote over here. It uses 2 AA batteries. The remote is a little bit more simplistic. This button is the internal color on and off. So press it, I turn it on, and then I can cycle through different colors. And then I can also cycle through the mode here. I just have to go one at a time, just until there's a mode that I like. Rainbow going around in circles. This is the color temperature, so I can make it very cool or very yellow, and then dim the light. You have to push it multiple times for it to dim. And also you can turn on and off the light, on and off the RGB, and then you can turn on and off the fan right in the center here. I'm gonna turn on the fan, and we can see it's doing counterclockwise right now. Now I'm gonna push the reverse button. You can see the fan, it's slowing down, it's stopping. It was going counterclockwise. Now 3 seconds later, you see it's going forward now, so it just reversed direction. So you gotta give it some time to stop and then reverse directions. If you guys are interested in this product, check out my Amazon affiliate link down in the video description below. Thanks for watching this video. Until next time.